So we are going to discuss the topic community, the types of community, group, and the types of group in context of sociology. So what community is? Community, the word community is derived from the communal, which means the common. And common is what? Uh, Common in culture, in values, in terms. So, community means in common, and common in what? Common in culture, language, and the values and beliefs. They all are the same. So, commune is a French word which is relationship with a community, which means we have uh, the community give us a sense of common identity, so that we can say that all are for a social relationship. They all have a common goal, or you can also say that community is basically is an extension of uh, family life, the social life, that they all are connected and live together. And we have different types of communities are there. They are bonded geographically. They are socially connected with each other with a common group of interests. Virtually, we have a community, the online community and the digital communities. They all are there for a common purpose, for the mutual goal, cooperation. They bind us. So, community ownership own their issues and the problem. Every community have their own issues and the problem. And and for the freedom and demanding the justice, uh, we develop the community groups, social justice and equity practice. Health communities are there to sustain and livable condition for the whole members of the society. So this community system strengthens the civil society by priorities, the values and the common goal of each other. So the action of community and the function of community is developing a collective behavior. So, community development is good and creating a condition of economic as well as the social progress. Lot of social reforms and movement are there in the form of community. So we have the rural and the urban one also. इसको आप शहरी और देही इलाकों में डिवाइड करते हैं. So yes, here is a definition of it. Community means common, common in goal, common in values, shared system, and it is derived from the French word which means a common. Community is a part of the society. We have different segments of a collective group of people are there who have a common goal, common shared values. The scope of community is very limited, and the purpose is the concept of we doing the things together due to uniformity in their language, culture, values, goal, priorities. Community gives us a sense of identity. Basically, it's a collection of people in a geographical area. So it must have a geographical area. So these are the points. These are the element of a community. And the first element and the essential element is what? Collection of people. A group of people must be there to establish and develop the community. The second one, the second essential element is what? The sense of belongingness to each other. The we feeling. They have a we feeling. We all together. We all are the part of this group of people. This sense of belonging shows that we are developing a community, a communal sense. Third, the most important is what? Geographical area. Every community has its own geographical location and the geographical area where they exist and lie. Is a natural one, common interest, common value, common goals. It's a natural one, and permanence. Community is not for accomplishment of single task. They bound their members and they develop a social network for a long interest for the welfare of the community. Likeness, they all have a same goal and the purpose. And they all are like with each other and they have a common goal, common life pattern, and community has a particular name in the name of ethnicity, race, religion, caste, language, culture, uniformity, profession, occupation, on the basis of many, for example, on the basis of profession, we can say the doctor community, engineer community, IT community. So all those doctors and IT experts come together. So community is a collective people. Community has a goal, common goal and interest. Community has some certain geographical area. So these are the definition. It is a social group with some degree of we feeling and living in a given area. So we feeling the sense of belonging and living in a given area shows the geographical location of the group and community. You can also say that it's a total organization of social life with a limited area. Social life include what? Ways, pattern, values, culture, language, how to do, how not to do, all those initial basic elements of life. According to Davis, it is the smallest territorial group that can embrace all aspects of social life. जहाँ सबके जो सोशल इंटरेस्ट हैं वो कॉमन होते हैं एक महदूद इलाके में जगह में. Community क्या है? Is an aggregate of the people who live in a particular geographical locality at a particular time, show a common culture, language, are arranged in a social structure and separate identity as a group. They all are like and they all are different from the other group. So they have a sense of identity, they have a sense of we feeling. So we have three types of community: urban, a large community with many people and large building, uh, just like a city. इसको हम शहरी इलाके कहते हैं. ये कम्युनिटी अर्बन होती है जिसमें डेवलपमेंट है, जिसमें बेटर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है और जहाँ की जो ज़िंदगी है वो बहुत ज़्यादा तेज़ है, कमर्शलाइज है, इंडस्ट्रियलाइज है. इसी का ना रूरल एरिया अगर हम उसके अपोजिट देखेंगे तो ये कम्युनिटी वेयर हाउस आर फार अपार्ट. ये है देही इलाके. They are smaller number of people and you may see farms and forests. तो एक गांव का मंजर है तो जिसमें रूरल एरियाज हैं जहाँ लोग थोड़े हैं, मुट्ठी भर लोग हैं, तादाद कम है, दूर दूर घर बने हैं, लार्जर इंडस्ट्री फैक्ट्री मौजूद नहीं है. कमर्शियल एरिया जहाँ आपको फील्ड, फार्म, फॉरेस्ट सब नजर आते हैं. और अर्बन एरियाज जहाँ पे आपको बिल्डिंग्स, मशीनरी, इंडस्ट्री, मॉल मॉल रोड्स ये सब नजर आते हैं. सब अब ये मीडियम साइज कम्युनिटी है जो जिसमें हाफ आपको रूरल नज़र आएगा, वो हाफ जो है वो आपको अर्बन नज़र आएगा. यानी आपको वहाँ पे हाउसेस भी नज़र आ रहे हैं, बिल्डिंग्स भी नज़र आ रही हैं और साथ साथ फील्ड भी नज़र आ रही है, फॉरेस्ट भी नज़र आ रहे हैं. वहाँ पे जो है कुछ कमर्शियल एक्टिविटीज़ परफॉर्म भी हो सकती हैं और कुछ हद तक नहीं हो सकती. तो मीडियम साइज कम्युनिटी जो है ये लार्ज सिटी की बजाय छोटे छोटे शहर हैं जैसे कि सादकाबाद है. ये शहर बड़े शहरों के बजाय ये छोटे शहर. अब शहर इसलिए कह रहे हैं क्योंकि इसमें सारी फैसिलिटीज़ वो मौजूद हैं जो कि एक बड़े शहर में मौजूद होती है. लेकिन साथ में हमें जंगलात फॉरेस्ट भी नज़र आता है, तो समंदर, पानी, दरिया, नेचर हमें जो फॉरेस्ट की विलेज लाइफ वो शो करती है, वो भी हमें नज़र आती है। इसका इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर जो है वो बेटर भी है, और लेकिन कहीं कहीं हमें भी देखी एनवायरमेंट भी नज़र आता है। सबब क्या है? मीडियम साइज है कम्युनिटी, large city where houses are close together and you may see park and mall too. So what is the difference between the community and society? Community में there is a group of individuals, और society में एक social web है. Community is just a part of society, or society. Difference between the community and the group, we can divide line between because of geographical area, and society has not area. Society is much more wider than the community. Community is, you can say that, just a part of a society, but society as a whole contain more than one community out there. And community is a concrete idea and society is an abstract idea. Community has a common interest. Society might have too many likes and dislikes are there. Different language, different cultures, different peoples are together within the society. But within the community, common people, common group of interests, common likeness are there. Like a group, they all likeness with A is considered to be the A group. The B group, the B community is like a C is another one. A, B, C collectively call the society. Society has a different color, but community has the same. So society is an identity and found with the differences also. So we have now move toward the topic group, and it's a social group. Two or more people are connected together to share a common goal and purpose is called the group. So we have two types of groups, and formal group and formal group. But now, before going to describe the group, we have to be understand the social group. What is? It is a collection of interrelated parts, and object, things, or organism, and it can also refer to any kind of social grouping, from a group of two friends or to a large complex society. It makes a group. There are three elements of a social system. The first is an act, the another is an actor, and the third is the role described and hold and adopt by the person. So that's how the society integrate with each other, and we can say that the social system is developed through the group of people, and that's these people are connected together with their some common interests and common goal, uh, as I told you in the community section. So two or more friends, two or more circle of influence are there to develop a large society. One group of people make a family, and family make a uh, community. Community makes to a large complex society. So that's how these all group made. So it is like an arrangement of it is an arrangement of it is an arrangement, or of group. A social group is a system of social interaction. It's an arrangement of social interaction. Two or more individuals come together and they all are influence each other. Too many heads are not a group. It's just like a mob. A large number of people are there. It doesn't mean mean a group. A group is a definite word, which means a particular group of people, a particular set of people, group of people are there, they have a common goal, they have a common interest, they have designed uh, together with some purpose, and they all have influence with each other. But at the bus stop, when too many people are there, not just a group, it's a crowd, it's a mob. So you can divide line between the crowd, mob, and the group. Crowd and mob is not a group. So again, I repeated, two more individuals, and they have come together and they influence each other. Then we constitute a social group. Social group is a collection of human beings. A lot of human beings are there who are brought into the human relationship with each other. So this is the definition of social group. Now, we have some characteristics of the group. We derive from the definition that the first thing is that is a collection of individuals where the too many people are there within the single person. There is no concept of group. So for the group, at least two people, at two or more people are grouping together. And the second thing is the we feeling, not the I feeling. When a lot of person are there, they all are considered to as us. We all love us. They have a feeling of we, not a feeling of I. The feeling of we feeling and the we attitude show that we are all together. We all are together. We have common goals. We have common share of interests. So the next characteristic is what? The common interest. They have a same goal and they want to achieve together. And the stability of each. Stability of what? Stability of we feeling, stability of common goal, stability of get together with each other. There must be a permanency in that social relationship. That is the most essential of a group, which is the stability and the permanence. Mutual awareness. They all are aware about each other. Necessary, definitely. When you make a social network, when you develop a social relationship between each other, how they can influence each other. It is necessary. It is necessary to establish the mutual cooperation. Conformity is built only when they are aware, when they all are aware of each other. So mutual awareness is very necessary element of that definition to justify. And the next one is influencer personality. Influencer personality, if there is a group, there must be some group leader, and there are some group seekers and group followers are there, and there's an influence of someone who make a group, who lead that group, to combine that group. So there is must be an influencer personality to develop any form of group. Group unity is necessary. Uh, Group unity is necessary, uh, and group norms. Every group has some norms and cultures are there, and their cultures and norms unite together to build up the group. So all these are the characteristics of a social group. Now we further divided into two. The first one is a primary group. Primary group means a social group, and that type of group of people that has a face-to-face relationship with each other. They have a mutual support. They are companionship. They have intimate relationship. Face to face group are there. For example, we have for example a primary group like a family are very close to us. We have a face to face relationship, and we have a mutual moral financial support are there. Neighbor is very close to us, and we have a very financial mutual aid and companionship are there. Friend circle and the office group and the P group. These are the very close one. Second one is the secondary group, which provide experience lacking in intimacy. They have no intimacy, and they have indirect relationship, contractual large in size. Example: political parties. So political parties, number of trade group, religious association, state group, in a city where you live, in a factory where you work, in a corporation. you are joining. So these are the larger group. These are the larger than the primary, and they have no lack of intimacy. They have no intimacy, but they are group because of what? Because they have a common interest. If you work in same company, we all have a common goals and work. So how we can differentiate between both of two? So this one is the difference in front of you. The first one is primary. Primary is a face-to-face. On the other hand, secondary group is not a face-to-face, is a long, lacking in intimacy. There is no close relationship. A direct intimation in the primary group was there, indirect cooperation with each other. Uh, Primary group is personalized and secondary group is contractual on the basis of some purpose, and primary group is small in size, very few people are there, and but in a secondary group there's a large number of people. Proximity is a closeness, but in secondary there is no physical area, there is no geographical area. Okay. In family, there is a quick communication because there's a face-to-face relationship with each other. In secondary, there is a formal communication and they take time. Okay, there is a group interest and there is a special interest. There is a group structure, but there is no group structure. There is a durability of the group, long permanency, but secondary group is for the temporary one. When you are not associated with the organization or a place, so you leave that group, you will set to with an out group, outsider of the group. And the social control in primary group, there's a lot of social group because they all are interdependent with each other, and there is a social relationship with each other. But in the secondary group there is a limited control over. So that's all from the slide, but we have some lecture notes, so we have to share from it. So here is some notes, here is some document. Yes, in primary group, as everyone know, man is a social animal, or no one lives alone. We need a group. Without a society, we cannot be a person. Uh, Without society, we become a beast. So there is a social group. Here is some Harry Harry M. Johnson says a social group is a system of social interaction. And Marshall Jones says social system is a collection of human beings who are brought into human relationship. And these are the characteristics: collection of individual, interaction among the members, mutual awareness, we feeling. We feeling means the identity within the group. Group unity and solidarity is very important. All members are tied up with each other with the sense of unity. United we stand and divided we fall. Common interests, group norms and cultures. Size of the group depend on the size of the group. There's a narrow group, a large group. It depends the if it is a characteristic of social group. Group as are dynamic. Dynamic means a change, and the stability in the relation. So what are the importance of social group? Number one is the survival of some identity and solve out the social issues and the problem of a society together. Second, men become men only among the men. Without society, men become a beast. So for socialization and for adjustment of the human behavior is necessary to develop and live in a group. The third one, group also help in social survival. Man, by engaging himself in constant relation with others, he learns things and man his way. In brief, from birth to death, man is engaged in the process of socialization, which helps him to develop a personality of his own. So we are the reflection of the society, and the society make us, society influence us. So these are the importance. So there is an in group and the out group. In group and the out group, according to sociologist W.G. Summer, uh, in group and out group. This classification depends on more psychological factor rather than external factor. In group are the rest of the group, are the out of the group. In group, that feelings, identity that from where we belong to, and the out group, the remaining of it. So there is a family group where the all family members are there, and outsider of the family is said to be the out group. There is a class group, and outside your classmate there is a out group. There is some religious group, and according to your sect, according to your caste, and outside of it is said to be out group. There is a linguistic group, someone who spoke English and someone who spoke Arabic. There is a common group, and non-Arabic and non-English are out group. So it's quite simple. And then primary and the secondary groups. So primary group are found in all society. Primary group is a nucleus of all social organization. It is a family, friend. The person meet face to face for mutual help, companionship, and discussion of common basic question. Uh, H. Coley used to term primary group to mean a social group characteristic by face-to-face relationship, mutual aid, and companionship. So Coley means intimate, personal, face-to-face group in which we found a companion and comrade as the member of our family and daily association. So examples of the family neighborhood. Okay. Second one is the secondary group. Pompen and Nimkov says that the group which provide experience lacking in intimacy, which lack in intimacy is called the secondary group. Frank Diverson writes that secondary group is larger and more formal. It is specialized and direct in contact and rely more for unity and continuous about the stability of its social organization, what they does. So this is all about today's lecture. Inshallah, we will meet in the next session.